Hello and welcome to an overview on the CDE30. It is our newest commercial display product and we're really excited to show it to you today. So it's actually a series of different monitors that we sell into enterprise and education. It ranges from 43 inches on the small side all the way up to 98 inches. So we come in several sizes. This is a panel with a uniform bezel all the way around. So it's a very, very thin bezel. This is meant to work for tiling. So if you wanted to have an array of 9 displays as an example, you can do that without needing any additional hardware. So on this panel, we have HDMI 2.1 connection to it, multiple HDMI 2.1 connections to it, and then it has an HDMI output. And that output you can daisy chain to a second panel, a third panel, all the way up to a 9th panel. So we support 3x3 tiling without any additional hardware. You can support all the way up to 5x5 if you get an external HDMI matrix. So just going into this does have an operating system on it and it is a web connected device. So it's pulling in current time from the internet and it's doing it in real time. It's going to stay connected to the internet. So if you want to browse on a Chromium browser, you have that ability just on the panel itself. We're able to do this because we have got a quad-core SoC inside of this panel that runs Android 11. So this is a skinned version of Android 11 that we're using, and it actually supports keyboard and mouse function as well. So if you want to use the Office suite, you can use this as a big tablet and use it Word or PowerPoint or Excel equivalents, sort of open source equivalents. You can run it through Office suite. One of the nice things about this is using this as a conference room display. So we anticipate that you're going to want to connect to this thing wirelessly, and we actually have an excellent solution for that. So it supports Miracast. Miracast is supported in Windows and on a lot of devices. If you don't have that, we also support AirPlay. So Apple AirPlay is supported both from iPhones, iPads, and Mac laptops as well. So you can AirPlay to this device, which is really convenient. And the last but not least, we have our own type of casting. We call this ViewBoard Cast. This is meant to be used locally with a direct connection through Wi-Fi and HDMI. So now that we're in the VCast Sender app, we use this as our receiver for VCast. This right here, this small device, is a nice little dongle that we sell that you can connect to your laptop and basically give you a nice wireless connection straight from your laptop over to the panel. So we've got a little click button in it, the click to connect, the click to disconnect. It's supposed to be very simple. So if I connect it to the USB-C on my laptop here, it will take a second for it to configure, and then it'll let me send this screen to this panel. So I click it, and just like that, the exact screen that I'm seeing down here is the screen that I'm seeing up here, and the two are nicely connected together. So it makes it very simple, and then if I want to disconnect, just click, and then you're disconnected from it. So it provides a nice, easy way if you're building a conference room. If you put some of these panels in your conference room, it makes it very simple to then just come in, grab one of the dongles, click it in, and then get going with your meeting. So it makes it really nice and easy and gives you a big screen that everyone can watch your presentation on. As well as VCast, we also have Revel Digital Player in here. What is Revel Digital? It is a digital signage manager. So it means if you want to use these as commercial displays that display different things, advertisements in a university as an example, a menu board at a restaurant, you can do it with Signage Manager, and it is a software built in that will allow you to actually use your screen as a digital signage display. So it's a nice little added benefit by being able to run Android 11 and run some of these apps that allow you to do more with your display. Last but not least, this is one of our My ViewBoard Manager products. So it is, as I said, an internet connected device. It has an Ethernet on it. It also has built-in Wi-Fi. What's important about that is that it means that it's on the network and it's controllable over that network. So My ViewBoard Manager is our version of device management. It allows you to schedule power on for the display, schedule power off for the display. Technically, you never need to shut this display off because it is designed for 24/7 operation. So it's great for hospitality. Maybe you've got a longer hour operation, you're doing more than 16/7. This can run all the time, every day, 365 days a year. and we guarantee it for the life of the product. So we know that these panels are actually going to last and stand up, and that's what this one is designed to do. Again, if you want to save power, save some money, you can use the My ViewBoard Device Management Scheduler to schedule power on, power off, updates. If there's ever any issues, you can actually go remote right into this screen, and you can even do things as basic as change the inputs. So if somebody has it just on the wrong input, the wrong HDMI, they pressed a button, you can go in digitally, change the inputs, and get it back to where it needs to be without having to get up from your desk. So we think that device management is really, really important on these, and that's why we built it in from the very beginning. So we've talked a lot about the CDE panel itself, its attributes in terms of its size and its even bezel, but it's actually mounted to a really cool stand. This stand is one of the accessory stands that we offer for our large format display products. That's both our commercial displays that are non-touch, and this is also for our teacher displays or our whiteboarding displays, which are called ViewBoards. And those are all touch enabled. So this is a cool stand for that because it actually has motorized adjustment up. So if I move to this side, I can control it here, and you can see it's starting to come down. It's lowering itself. This is done with a motorized stand, so gives, especially if you're using this in education with a touch display, it allows you much more accessibility for children that might be a little bit shorter, that want to use a whiteboard. We can move the whole screen down, and then for the teacher who might be taller, we move the entire screen up and we use a motor to do it. So we have a lot of stand accessories as well to think about when you're buying your screen. Sometimes you don't just want the screen, you actually want a way of using it. A stand like this that's on wheels allows you to kind of move it in and give you a conference room wherever you need it. So we call this a huddle space. You bring in a screen like this. You have those wireless display buttons so that you can connect your laptop to it immediately, and you and a team can be kind of brainstorming with a big screen and a presentation together in a much easier way. So we're big fans of mobile cart solutions for our displays, and we think you should be too. So this has just been a quick overview of the CDE30 commercial display products. Please watch this space for more exciting videos from ViewSonic.